Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
Two big breaking developments in the Flint water crisis tonight. The governor wants the state to pay up to cover the water bills for Flint residents. And as the case heads to Washington, D.C., the city's former emergency manager is now being subpoenaed to testify before Congress. Good evening, and thanks for joining us for Local 4 News at 11. That subpoena was issued tonight.
And the governor announcing a push for major money all within the last hour. The state would refund Flint residents who paid their water bill from April 2014 through now.
Well, let's get right to Mara McDonald. She joins us live in Flint tonight. I know it's still at the talking stage, Mara, but how would this work?
Well, Carmen, let me get right to it. The governor is requesting $30 million worth of state monies that would come directly here to Flint and would go to the residents here in Flint to reimburse them for their water bills starting in April of 2014 and going up until the point where the water here is safe to drink.
Thank you. You got it?
The daily grind of going to fire stations across the city to get fresh, safe water has become just that. A grind.
You know, it don't last long.
Even though the Michigan National Guardsmen are there with a smile and help carrying the bottles if you need it. Now, word late tonight, the state of Michigan will be refunding those in Flint who paid for more than a year's worth of tainted water.
Well, I think it's a start because they need to pay some of the water bill because my water bill is really high.
While the governor makes that $30 million request, the Congressional House Oversight Committee isn't just asking anymore, but demanding. Flint's former emergency manager, Darnell Earley, was originally invited to speak in front of a congressional committee on the crisis tomorrow. He said he's not attending, and now a subpoena has been issued late tonight to get him there. His attorney tells us, fat chance.
Not only would it be impossible for him to honor that subpoena because of travel and because of preparation and because he just retained his counsel, it is completely unreasonable to put that type of demand on him.
Back here live in Flint, Earley's attorney also telling us that he is in discussions to bring Earley to Washington at some later date where he would potentially be able to testify. Carmen, Devin, back to you.
Now, of course, Mara, Earley just announced his resignation as the emergency manager of Detroit Public Schools today. So what are you hearing about the timing of all this?
As it is the timing suspicious? Devin, I think the key here is this. I don't think that what we see tonight, this subpoena as well as him being invited to Congress, had anything to do with him resigning from DPS. And I'll tell you what, inside sources in Lansing say that this resignation was not an optional thing.
All right.
Back to you.
Mara McDonald tonight from Flint. Carmen?
Well, before things get started in Washington tomorrow, there was plenty of action in Flint today. Mayor Karen Weaver calling on the state to replace all the lead pipes, starting with high-risk homes of children under 6 and women. U.S. Representative Candace Miller asking Congress for $1 billion to replace the pipes. And in the meantime, the EPA is telling people in Flint to keep the water in their pipes moving by flushing the pipes every morning. The FBI is on the case looking into what crimes, if any, were committed and who committed them. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on any new developments and, of course, bring you full coverage of tomorrow's hearing.